Following the wake of the Tfue lawsuit announcement, Faze uploaded a video introducing Nickmercs. This was a complete shock to me because last time I remember, Nick was in Nadeshot's apartment playing Would You Rather while buying into the 100 Thieves brand. But apparently, news has released that in private talks with 100 Thieves CEO Nadeshot, he had promised Nick 5% equity in 100 Thieves, and then he didn't pay up. Hey guys, my name is Snowta and I make videos that look at the gaming industry in a deep and critical way, but try to do so in a short 4 to 7 minute video. So if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and then gently hit that bell so you don't disturb anyone around you. Also, please be sure to like this video, it helps out way more than you know. And follow me on Twitter too, I am the most active there, so feel free to tweet at me and connect with me there. Now let's get into the video.
You know, and he made some promises to me as a friend, how we were gonna do it, how he was going to take care of me. It just didn't end up happening, man. I don't hate the guy, you know? I definitely don't hate him, but I don't like him. You know, him and I are not cool.
So Nickmercs just joined Faze Clan right after Tfue sued them. There is so much movement happening right now, so I want to take a look. So previously, Nick was signed with 100 Thieves and was a big supporter and proponent of the brand. And apparently, behind closed doors, Nadeshot promised Nick 5% equity in the 100 Thieves company. But once they opened up to investors, Nick received his contract, and reportedly the amount dropped to almost nothing. Right now, 100 Thieves is projected to be worth around $100 million, so 5% of that would mean $5 million. Now, this isn't liquid cash, but this is a large asset and huge incentive for Nick to be a spokesman and a large supporter of the organization.
I have a lot of respect for what Nick has done with his career, and I think he's one of the best at what he does as a content creator. Very charismatic. I've always been a big fan of his and his career. I'm sorry that Nick feels the way that he does. It's just a tough situation all around.
But 100 Thieves didn't pay up, so Nick respectively didn't sign and left. But then seemingly out of nowhere, he joined Faze. But especially after Tfue was very unhappy with the organization and left, why did Nickmercs join? In my opinion, the only reason Nick would join Faze was if they offered him a massive salary that he wouldn't be able to bring in on his own during the year. 7 figures or more. Or another way that they could have signed him was to give him some sort of ownership or other deeper investment with the company. We know Nick is a family man and does everything for the fans, so money doesn't necessarily sway him. I have no doubt that they're going to give Nick a fat check every year, but they must have given him some equity in the company or a long-term contract with increasing benefits. I really hope we can find out what Faze is giving Nick, but I'm pretty sure the big check isn't all. There are many gaming organizations out there that sign content creators, and all of them would have killed to have someone as influential and loved as Nickmercs. But Nick knows his worth, and a big check with a random organization wasn't what he was looking for. He signed for a big, long-term partnership with an organization where he would benefit himself and also benefit as being a part of that organization. This video isn't that long and I don't have that much more to say on this topic, but I do want to talk about the pros and the cons of joining an organization, and as I grow my own channel and social media presence, I will definitely think about these variables when I think of joining one day. In the past 3 years, gaming organizations have been popping up everywhere, and the trend of pros and content creators joining organizations have been increasing. I believe more players are joining organizations because it makes getting paid easy, growing easier, and getting brand sponsorships even easier. Now, the only logical reason in my mind to join an organization is when you are an up-and-coming pro or content creator and you want to get connected to brands and sponsorships easily while being paid a salary and getting clout and exposure that come with that organization. This can be a very great growing tool, but Ninja and Dr. Lupo have come out recently saying that it is important not to sign a contract longer than a year, and the ideal length is about 6 months.
Where an organization can benefit you and it can't, right? And 90% of the time, it really can benefit you. Like, especially when you are up and coming, right? Any extra exposure you can get is a win, okay? This is another piece of advice. Please don't sign a contract that's longer than a year.
6 months on the internet, we all know, is like 10 years in real life. So many things come and go. Streamers explode and die down. YouTubers blow up. Drama comes out of nowhere, then go back into their YouTube caves. So much can happen on the internet that you don't know what will happen, and it's a safer practice to sign a short contract. And if an organization doesn't want to sign you for only a year or even less than that, then I would recommend not joining at all. Reach out to brands on your own, get a lawyer and a manager to help you negotiate, create your own business and hire people to help you while you reap the true fruit of your labor in growing your company and influence. If you choose to re-sign after the 6 months and you haven't been performing as well either at a professional level or with your content, then the paycheck and the percentages will be less favorable. But that is a much safer position to be in than where Tfue is right now. He's stuck in a 3-year contract with Faze, losing 80% of his revenue with brand deals and sponsorships. Be smart, find a lawyer, find someone to help you look at the contracts and seek wise counsel before you make long-term binding decisions. These contracts are legal documents, and if you sign one without understanding the full extent of the pros and the cons, you're setting yourself up for failure and losing your hard-earned money. But don't let that discourage you, because as joining organizations has become more popular, companies are giving out even more favorable contracts than they have in the past, which makes the decision on whether you're going to join one or not way easier to make. This has been Snowta. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.